It was the dead of winter in upstate New York. The kind of cold that seeps into your bones and makes every breath feel like a betrayal. I sat in the worn leather armchair of my financial advisor's office in Syracuse, the fluorescent lights buzzing overhead like a swarm of angry bees. The screen in front of me glowed with a single, damning number, 0. Not a penny left in the investment accounts I'd built over 42 years as a structural engineer, designing bridges that connected cities while I quietly connected dots in my own life. The statements from Bank of America sprawled across the oak desk like evidence from a crime scene. Every stock, every bond, every mutual fund cashed out between December 2nd and December 6th, 2024. While I was out west visiting my daughter in Seattle. Robert, let's go over this one more time, I said, my voice steady as steel. Panic never built anything solid, facts did. My advisor, Alex Rivera, shifted uncomfortably, fiddling with his tie. The transfers were all approved via your online portal. Right passwords. Right two-factor codes. Move to your checking first. Then pulled out in cashier's checks. He scrolled through the logs. Timestamps glaring back at me like accusations. Mornings and afternoons. All while I was 3 time zones away. Oblivious. Who else has access? Alex asked, though his eyes said he already knew. 3 people, me. My late wife Eleanor. Gone 3 years now from cancer. And my nephew Jeremy, my brother's kid. 28. Crashing in the basement of my house in Liverpool for the past year and a half after getting laid off from his tech gig in Boston. I'd given him emergency access after my bypass surgery last spring. Just in case. The boy I'd helped raise when his dad bailed on the family. The one I'd mentored through community college. Believing in second chances like they were blueprints for a better life. I drove back through sleet-slicked roads. The throughway a blur of gray. My retirement gone $210,000. Scraped together from overtime shifts and skipped vacations. Money meant for quiet years ahead. Maybe a little something for my daughter Sarah and the grandkids. Pulling into the driveway. Jeremy's rusty Ford Focus sat there like always. A dented relic. Lights flickered from the basement windows. Bass from some rap track vibrating the foundation. I stepped into my empty living room upstairs. The silence hitting like a gut punch. Eleanor's ghost lingered in the faded floral curtains she'd picked out. She'd always seen through people. Sensed the cracks before they widened. I'd trusted Jeremy because she'd doted on him like her own. That trust had hollowed me out. I dialed the non-emergency line for the Syracuse Police Department. 2 hours later, Detective Emily Russo showed up, mid-40s. No-nonsense ponytail. The type who'd seen enough family scams to cut through the bullshit. She pored over the printouts on my kitchen table. Mr. Hayes. Straight talk, he had legit access. This screams civil dispute. Not criminal fraud. Unless we nail coercion or ID theft. He wiped me out, I said. My hands steady on the coffee mug. Legally. It was an authorized withdrawal. She sighed. Tablet in hand. Banks wash their hands if you handed over the keys. Courts are jammed, could take years. Even if you win. Good luck collecting if it's blown. So he walks? Her eyes softened just a fraction. Not saying that. Document it all. Get a lawyer. Play smart. She slid her card across. Thieves like this? They trip themselves up. Give 'em rope. After she left, I knocked on the basement door. No answer. Just the muffled thump of music. I keyed in landlord's right. Jeremy lounged on the sofa, scrolling car ads on his phone. Empty beer cans scattered like spent shells. He jolted up. Uncle Rob? Back already? We gotta talk. Guilt flashed in his eyes, quick as a shadow, then gone behind that boyish grin. Yeah. Sure. What's wrong? He paused the TV but kept the phone clutched. My accounts drained while I was in Seattle. His face went wide-eyed. Oscar-level surprise. No way. Hackers? Call the bank. I watched him. Spotting the tells, knuckles white on the phone. Voice too high. He didn't ask how much. Someone used my credentials. That's nuts. Who'd do that? Change your passwords, phishing scam maybe. Jeremy. You're the only one with access besides me. He shot up. Palms out. Whoa. You're accusing me? After I moved in to help you post-surgery? That's low. Uncle Rob. Then you won't mind the cops looking. His act cracked. You called the police on family? I don't deserve this suspicion. He snatched his jacket. I'm crashing at my girlfriend's. Apologize when you're ready. Door slammed. Tires squealed. I scanned the room. New gaming rig. Flat screen TV. North Face parka worth $1,000. Not from unemployment checks. I started a notebook, timeline. Withdrawals match my absence. His reaction, defensive. No questions. Photos snapped. Door locked. Structures fail at weak points. Apply pressure. Watch the collapse. I retained Laura Thompson the next morning. Her firm overlooked downtown Syracuse from a high rise. Lake Ontario shimmering in the distance. Sharp suit. Mid-50s. $500 an hour and worth it. Family thefts are brutal, she said. Flipping through my files. Emotional landmines everywhere. But you've got traction. Access doesn't equal carte blanche, there's trust implied. Can we prove theft? Circumstantial. But airtight. We'll dig into his finances. She jotted notes. Before this. What was his money like? Unemployed 6 months pre-move-in. Scraping by on UI, maybe $1,500 monthly. Rent-free here. No bills. Post-theft? That's what we chase. She nodded. I'll loop in a PI. Mike Donovan. Ex-FBI. Pricey. But he traces ghosts. Forensic accountant too for the money trail. Cost? $15,000 retainer covers starters. Trial? $50,000 plus. I wrote the check from my hidden emergency fund, Eleanor's smart idea. Separate pot Jeremy never knew. Brace yourself, Laura warned. He'll spin it as a gift. Or say you're foggy from age. They'll sling mud. So will we. That night, Jeremy texted, Uncle Rob. Maybe we miscommunicated. Talk? Worried about you. Ignored. 2 days later. He buzzed the doorbell. I peered out, bags under his eyes. No answer from me. Note left, please. We're family. Love. Jeremy. Photographed. Trashed. Mike called December 18th. Meet up. Big finds. His office in a strip mall. Functional as a toolbox. Crew cut. 60s. Spread photos like cards. Kids spending spree. Tap on first, December 9th. Deposit on a Land Rover Defender. $95,000 sticker. $28,000 down. Financed rest. Picked up days later. My gut twisted, my sweat equity rolling on wheels. More shots. Dealership cams. Jeremy grinning like he'd won the lottery. Worse, Mike said. Sliding docks. December 14th. Closes on a lake house in the Finger Lakes, Skaneateles. $390,000. $50,000 cash down. Listing showed a cozy cabin. Dock on the water. The dream Eleanor and I chased, but never caught. $78,000 cash in weeks, I murmured. Rest? Hidden. Probably. Spreadsheet here. Your funds hit his Chase account December 7th, $100K. Tangerine savings next day, $80K. Then outflows, car. House closing. Gadgets. He's not hiding. Mike leaned back. Thinks he's untouchable. Old uncle. Cops shrug. Courts drag. He figures when. Cold resolve settled in. Like calculating load stress on a beam. More. No job. No deposits. Girlfriend Amanda. Nurse's aide. $45,000 year. No windfall there. Home that night. I built my own sheet. Assets from my theft. Rover. $95,000. Cabin. $390,000. Extras. $12,000. Total out. $120,000 of my $210,000. Balance. $90,000 stashed. Sarah called from Seattle. Dad. Jeremy messaged, says you're paranoid. Accusing him. What happened? Laid it out. Proof. Buys. Silence. Then, Jesus. Dad. He seemed so thankful. Money twists folks. What now? Fix it. Whatever it takes. Alone later. In Eleanor's rocker by the window. Snow blanketing the neighborhood lights. He'd stolen security. Trust, the glue of family. I'd dismantle his. Laura rang December 20th. Accountant's report. IRS red flags. Jeremy's last 1040? $28,000 from UI. Claims jobless since. But $100,000 plus spends in December? Tip line exists for fraud. Hint clear. Report. Let feds grind. Penalties brutal. Up to 75% on evaded tax. Interest. Maybe felony over 6 figures. Legal. Civic duty. I filed online that night. Form 211. Jeremy Hayes. Suspected unreported income via lavish buys. Attached Mike's evidence. Submitted. Confirmed. Seed planted. Christmas Eve. Jeremy at the door with packages. Watched him ring. Wait. Leave them. After his Rover peeled out. I grabbed fine whiskey. Leather gloves. Card. Miss you. Uncle. Talk? Jeremy. Basement bound. Unopened. Sarah flew in with kids. Dinner small. Warm. Little Mia. 8. Where's Jeremy? He does funny voices. Busy. Honey. Boxing Day. Mike. Girlfriend's new rock. $7. $500 at Tiffany's. Cash. My money. Polishing his facade. New Year's. I pored over files. Organized like project specs. Goal. Jeremy's ruin. Timeline. Indefinite. Budget. My remnants. January cold bit hard. -15. Mike on the 9th. IRS opened file on him. Letter soon. Docs in 30 days. How do you know? Contacts. Grim smile. Hill squirm explaining. Laura sued January 15th. Breach of trust. Theft by conversion. Unjust enrichment. $210,000 plus. Served at the cabin January 18th. Mike's pics. Jeremy pale. Amanda peering worried. Phone blew up that night. You sued me? Over help I gave post-op? This is abuse. Calm. Never gifted. Rent-free was enough. You said take what I need. Lies. Blocked after threats of senile smears. IRS letter hit January 22nd. Mike snapped it. Demand. Prove fund source. Statements. 21 days. February. No suit response. Laura moved default. February 8th. His lawyer David Sinclair called. Client says gift for caregiving. Affidavit ready. Lying. Settle? Court's pricey. Full return plus. Spent. Court then. Laura post call. He's panicking. IRS wants answers tying to our suit. Cooperate? Sinks him. Stonewall? Fines. Charges. March slush. Mike. Rover listed $82K. Owes $70,000 finance. Why sell? Flow issues IRS froze accounts? Days later. Cabin for sale. $415,000. Liquidating under heat. Laura injunctioned March 18th. Freeze assets. Served pic, Jeremy Ashen. Amanda tears. 2 a.m. March 23rd. Call, slurred sobs. What did you do? Ruined me. Silence from me. IRS wants $32,000 penalties. Lawyer more. Can't sell shit. Amanda dumped me, called me thief. You started it. Just money. You're loaded. Earned every cent while you schemed. Hate you. Old prick. Click. No sleep, pondered Eleanor. Too far? No, Betrayal's echo demanded echo back. April 2nd. IRS bill, $38,500 total. Tax on $120,000 income, penalties. Interest. Due 90 days or seize. No job. Assets locked. Laura, settle offer $80K from Rover Flip. Full plus fees. Can't. Lift injunction. Sell cabin. May trial. New York Supreme Court. Judge Elena Vasquez. Jeremy Gaunt. Suit baggy. Our side, timelines. Records. Expert. Pics. His, gift claim. No proof. Cross-exam, report gift to IRS. Forgot. 28. Business major forgot $10,000 plus rule. Stumbles. Care worth $210,000? Months part-time. Grateful. Photos. Your upgrades post-theft caregiving? Crumbled. Ruling May 15th. Defendant not credible. Judgment. $210,000 plus 3% interest, $213, $920, plus $52,000 costs. Total $265,920. Jeremy Stone. Cabin auction June 10th. I bid last. Won $355,000, $20K undervalue. Net to judgment, $182,000 after mortgage. Balance, $83,920. Rover seized. Sold $76,000, net $6,000 post-loan. Balance $77,920. Jeremy bankrupt June 30th, but fraud debt sticks forever. Garnish future wages. Seize assets eternal. July at the cabin mine now. Dock. Lake Sunset. Recouped $188,000. Lost $22,000 plus fees. But gained home worth more. Jeremy, broke at 28. Credit shot. Single. Mom's couch in Rochester. Warehouse gig, garnished quarter. My sister called August, ruined my boy over cash. Forgive. Consequences. Blocked. Sarah visited September. Kids splashing. Mia, Jeremy sorry? Dunno. Never said. Sold house October. Cabin full-time. Neighbors nod. Unknowing. Christmas Eve text, Uncle Rob. Sorry. Selfish idiot. Destroyed us. No forgive expected. Mary. Read. Deleted. No reply. Sorry? Hollow after betrayal scar. By fire. To Eleanor's photo, our spot. Love. Twisted path. But ours. Snow fell. Chapter closed not in triumph. But hard-earned quiet. Reminder, blood doesn't shield from reckoning.